Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, going into Alliance War number 9 up against Legion. These guys are a pretty solid alliance, and we need to be on the ball and getting our fights down clean. So we're going up Path 1 and Path 7 today. So Path 1, I'm going to be using Overseer. Now, he doesn't really have a lot going for him, with this Mr. Negative on Vigorous Assault, Arc Overload. You can see that when the Arc Overload fell off, because he got those buffs, he actually got some light energy from that. And I'm just going to be playing the way that I normally play like Kitty Pryde, with doing a lot of block baiting. So you can see there, because of that light energy, I did get reverse controls. I really wasn't ready for that aspect of it, and there it was kind of interesting. He didn't get any more light energy when those Arc Overload, Regen, and Armor Up fell off. And I'm just going to try to push this guy to his special 2. Every time he throws a special, he gets those special concussions. I throw off my special 2. I got some green science boots off. So I got almost a full bar of power back. And then we're just going to go in full light attacks, getting all that energy damage, hit him with a special 1. Because he has some light energy, get the reverse controls. But we get him down, and we're pretty much ended full health. We did have an invuln boost on. But yeah, so that was pretty nice. And now we're going up against this Masochism, Indomitable Dragonman. So same set of boosts, some science power back boosts on. Just because I don't think we need it. We definitely didn't need it for either one of these fights, but I have had them, and I don't use the science ones a lot, particularly with Thing. Generally I don't need those, but Masochism, we do need to worry about parries not sticking if the Masochism timer is up. And we can throw a heavy to get a taunt off that will hopefully help Dragonman to throw his specials. Now I can block some of those special ones to knock off the power game, but yeah, that's alright. We get our taunt consumed by Masochism, that's alright. He does end up throwing. And here we go, we launch our special 2 with 6 of the gamma. We get a gamma every time he crosses a bar of power. So we're going to be hitting hard. We're just going to be doing a lot of light attacks because we get that energy damage. And man, it is just going nutty. We throw off another special 2, gets a little bit of regen there from Masochism, and then we're going to finish him off right here because I think the L2 gives a disorient. But yeah, so there we go. Boom. Dragonman goes down pretty quick, pretty fast, pretty fun. And then next up we have one assignment for Thing, and it's up against this Masochism, Static Defense, Strike Counter Fury, Hit Me If I Dare You, High Ground Magneto. So we do have a white Magneto pre-fight on this fight, so I can get the passive stuns without triggering Masochism, which is kind of nice. Definitely doable without. I'm not going to be alternating my combos. I do have the attack tactic to apply the withers if I alternate my 5-hit combos with lights and mediums, but because basically I won't be able to debuff him at all, I'm not going to alternate. The withers won't do anything. But if I didn't have the white Magneto pre-fight on this one, I would be alternating. That way I can have the withers consume the Masochism versus the parry always doing that. So we got easy openings. We're just going to block. We're going to try to bait his special ones as much as possible. And if he is being stingy, which I think he gets a little bit stingy here, at least one time in the fight, we'll push him over to special 2 and we'll just block that. High ground charges are building up. It's not a big deal. Yeah, so right there, he does not throw a special 1, so we just push him special 2, block it, protection, protection is the name of the game here. And I think this kind of interaction is extremely fun. I know some people think, oh, that thing is so slow. And I've been hearing that a lot in my alliance, but he's so effective, regardless of how fast or slow it is. This is a very, very safe fight, and even with high ground and the Masochism and all that kind of stuff, thing just smashes this fight. Now the armor ups, granted, they are pretty, they are mitigating the damage, and the AI on this Magneto is just trash. Felt like I got kind of the same thing last war when I was fighting a Magneto with my Nimrod. Just was not being very aggressive with throwing the specials, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, we're getting them down, and we are almost ramped to max Furies. Granted, you know, the only way that we can get the 60 Furies is if we let that get to 20 rock stacks and let that timer go around and expire, because we're not going to be throwing specials, because we do want that max protection up with the max sig on thing. But yeah, there we go, we get them down, and that was all my contribution for section 1. We had a warlock end up taking this penny on spite. That worked really well. Alan in my battle group, he does a great job with taking that out. And then we're going to go up past 7. So we do have a Mr. Fantastic pre-fight from my buddy Vask, who's tagging along with me. I apply on my boost. I have Nimrod going into this fight. Spite, rise to power. Now you might say, Nimrod? Spite? He's going to have armor up the whole fight. Yes, yes he is. That's not that big of a deal. So a couple things that we were trying to think of, like I was supposed to fit up this lane, and we're trying to figure out what my team would be. And I was like, you know, I'm pretty certain Nimrod will just destroy this fight. So you can see right there on her special activation, she gets a power drain. So if I'm in blitz mode, which is the orange mode, which I can either manually activate by ending a combo in a light, if she throws a special, then she gets those power drains, which will help mitigate the spite. I did have the petrify up. I didn't refresh it, unfortunately. And if I do knock her down, it has the rise to power, and that way if I touch her, she gets extra power. But yeah, so now she got 2 cowardice. If she throws a special in the blue mode, which is the Titan protocol, she gets those cowardices, and they mitigate the special attack damage. Now she ends up getting the special 3, so we're just going to try to get as much combo there as we can. We do have an invuln boost on, so this is going to do absolutely nothing. It's going to eat up the special 3 damage. She can't bleed me. Right there you can see I'm immune. That would have killed any champ that is not bleed immune. We do have to be a little bit careful. I do risk throwing off the special that can get evaded there because she was lucky, but 2 special 2s and Domino goes down quite easily. We're going to move up to this next fight, which is Professor X. He's a high ground defender, and it's got Aspect of Evolution, Kinetic Transference. I still have my invuln boost on, and you know, basically my whole strategy was get to a special 2, and that should pretty much kill off this Professor X. So I'm going to dash back so that when he dashes in on his, he'll try to hit me with a medium, which is a attack I can parry. And now we're going to have him throw a special 1. Once his falter's ready, we're going to go in, hit, and we're just going to stand there, and boom. You know, you can, I've seen like Shweta, you know, just doing like full combo into another full combo, but you can just stand there and then right as it's expiring, go into your combo. You don't have to dash back. He will not counter you countering his special attack like that after the falter. Look at that special 2 damage. It just about nukes him all the way out. Now we just need to bait out 1 special 2, and I do get clipped trying to dash back. That was on me. Luckily we have the invuln boost on. Didn't go to special 3. Here we go again, faltering. Now I should have just hit him. But he did have another special. I just wanted to back off and be very safe, and we throw off a special 1, and take out the Professor X, and then we have one more fight to show. So we move up. Vask, who was tagging along with me, gave me the Mr. Fantastic pre-fights. He actually goes in to this Tigera and takes her out with his Mr. Negative. We were originally gonna use my Overseer. Basically, we ended up saying, Mr. Negative's probably a quicker and faster option, safer option with the petrifies and all that. So he takes her out, does a great job, and we're gonna move up to the island, and there's an Iron Man Infinity War on the Rage, and so we're gonna move up there, wait. My buddy McLeod, he ends up taking that out with a Horseman Cable, and I'm gonna move over to Apocalypse and then back out. So I'm just using some energy, using the undo option, so that way we can get guys to certain spots on less energy with their boost active. We're gonna move up to this Immortal Abomination. Now that Immortal Abomination, he did not have willpower, and we had a guy, Alan, he took it with Warlock. Definitely have to play a different type of strategy with that one. And then my last assignment is Node 54, Aspect of Evolution, Improved Power Gain, Enhanced Special 2, Special 2 Bias. So we got a Kitty Pryde. Now the nice thing with Nimrod is, I can parry and build up some prowess through that way without being too concerned, because if I just switch to Titan Protocol, every hit, whether it's into the block or an actual hit landed, it will remove those prowesses, so I can make sure that she's pretty much under 3 the whole fight. And our plan is just to get to our Special 2. We are gonna block bait, because that's just normally how I play her, with like Guillotine 2099. Bait out the heavy, retaliate. We get off a big Special 2. Definitely a lot more health on the mini boss fights here. And I think we get clipped again. So the same thing that happened with me with Professor X. That's just me being slow or whatnot. But Invuln boost coming in, very nice, and we're going to get back to our Special 2, do a little block bait, the heavy there, bait out her Special 2, and now we're going to do a full combo ending with a light to switch to Titan. No, not Titan, to Blitz, which we go into Eradicate Protocol, and that's it. Nimrod's been a lot of fun killing off these mutants. I've got a lot of mutant assignments this season, it seems, with either Guillotine or Nimrod. It's been a lot of fun. So this war, we ended up dying 4 times in our battle group. Only got 1 death on their end, and we kind of blew it. They died 7, which is really solid performance overall, and we died 8. We lost this war. And needless to say, is I'm a bit frustrated right now. As far as my war went, 6 fights, 6 kills, no deaths. 50 fights on the season, 50 kills with 3 deaths. Yeah, Legion got us on this one. That's 3 losses in a row. We lost every war this week. In week number 3, we dropped to 3 and 5. We dropped 2 spots in Platinum 1 to number 11. And yeah, it's not going so hot. And I pretty much think that we blew our shot at Masters. I think even if we win all 3 wars this week, I don't know, maybe there's a chance. Yeah, we got to win them all, and we got to play well. And even though we did play fairly well, we had some unfortunate deaths in my battle group that we thought we were ready for, had the right assignment and everything. Didn't work out. But yeah, this season has gone for the worst, to say the least. Started out really well and pretty much gone downhill. But we're going to try to keep spirits up. I'm going to try to be a little optimistic about the rest of this the season, the last week, because I really want that Masters title. I really want the Masters rewards. Really could use some extra Tier 3 Alpha. I am just under 5,000 Tier 3 Alpha away from being able to rank for my first champion, and without some of those Masters rewards, it's going to be a few extra weeks of AQ, and our AQ looks like it's slipping. We're getting closer and closer to falling out of the top 45. And then if you're out of the top 45, you don't get any Tier 3 Alphas. So, yeah, it could be better. Let's just say that. But as far as my little collage goes that I got going for this war season, yeah, got an extra fight on things. He's up to 22 fights. Got 2 on Overseer. So I really enjoyed those 2 fights. And then tacked on another 3 for Nimrod. So, getting a mix of attackers in there, and pretty much just trying to fill whatever role that is needed in my battle group. You know, we were a little bit trying to figure out like what we were gonna do with Domino, and we're gonna maybe throw in like a magic or something, but we just needed an extra option that was poison immune. So that's why I brought the Overseer, in case we needed him, whether it was for that tiger or the Immortal Abomination as like a backup. And you know, Nimrod just filled the slot without needing any synergies. So I didn't have any synergies in play. Normally I don't get a lot of synergy action with my attack teams, but I guess with exception to the Guillotine, She-Hulk, Mr. Fantastic stuff. But yeah, I fought 4. So the max, the champs that I fought the most this season are 4 Apocs, 4 Kitties, 3 Magnetos, 3 Immortal Hulks. So yeah, we're getting some action all around though, and trying to have fun, trying to make sure that I smash out my personal assignment, do my homework, and do my duel practice. You know, reread up on my attackers that I'm using, especially the newer ones, and the defenders. Make sure that we don't overlook something, because that could really kill your war. But yeah, thanks for watching. This is a quick one. I don't have a boss kill that wasn't shared. We didn't get a solo on it. It was a MODOK. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more upbeat and happy war videos in week number 4 of season 31 coming up next week. And thanks for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.